James, look who's graced us with their presence.
Thank you very much for being patient, people at home. There was someone had some connection error of some description, and then they had to change a server to help rectify the issue, which is why this game is starting so late. SK versus Ghost Gaming, who requalified for ECS up against SK Gaming in the first game once again.
Yeah, it's never fun, is it? Although this is an SK Gaming that is not as imperious as the previous one. They're not as... They seem to be struggling a little bit.
There was a time where SK only lost league matches in ECS to teams with Memphis in them.
Yeah, TSM on Cobblestone.
TS Memphis.
TS Memphis, yeah. But these are no longer those days, so there might be an opportunity for Ghost to do a better job than last season when SK were in the prime swing of things.
So let's hope that Ghost have a stable roster in the matches this season, because last season it was almost a tombola. Seemed random. He was playing in every single match.
They had like 10 members and were playing like under the same banner but 2 different teams depending on which league. Is weird. But in this pistol, they're doing a good job so far, able to eliminate the majority of SK. Only Fur and Taco left. And they've got the bomb side too, so should be good to go here. And indeed, bomb down. Fur, he needs an instant headshot. He needs something. He needs some pops.
He needs some bullets.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. 9 bullets left.
Finally put out of his misery. Taco will get 1 kill, and that is about it. So a brief round for SK in terms of success. Success was brief. There was 1 kill and then they died. Brief round of success. But will the success be brief for Ghost Gaming? That was where I was going eventually. We will soon find out, because we have a force buy from SK. Fallen with the scout. He's notorious, as Chris J used to be, those good old YouTube highlight days. Fallen has been more recently, not so much recent, with the scout. 2-man push on the B-bomb site won't work out, and Ghosts look like they will commit to this. It's time for SK to push forward. Okay, my name is Dallas. I'm going to move in with the bomb on my own.
Play Dallas. Yeah, that's not good, and especially considering they're trying to go for a smoke now. Cold, we know what he can do. He's got a deagle. Oh, they saw. Oh dear. Oh god, it could have been so much. I wanted it to happen because it would have been glorious, but I mean, hey, it still could happen. We've got Fallen here with a scout. He's trying to rattle away some shots, and he has connected 2 players a shot away from death with his scout. As Fallen starts to creep closer, but he will be closed down by Seb, and that's Ghost Gaming with 2 rounds against SK Gaming.
USP round for the Brazilians, so not much to expect here. They've got no money. They need to save the cash. They won't have AWPs early, it doesn't seem like, unless they go naked. There's a time and a place to be naked. This might not be it.
Yep, like on a nudist beach. It's a good place to be naked, James.
I suppose so, if that's the thing.
Amongst other naked people.
There's an island in France, actually, where everybody is naked, including the postman. The entire island is nude. Really? Permanently, yeah.
Isn't that challenging in the winter months? What do they do then?
Didn't ask. I wasn't there.
Ah. Well, if you do know, then please tell me. I'm curious now.
This is true. This is true.
Because it feels like there's got to be exceptions made, you know. Otherwise, you have a lot of people in hospital for hypothermia. You know, I don't know, man. Anyway, it's double orb here for the SK Gaming. They have no grenades really, though. They've got 3 smokes, that's it. And they are also lacking Kevlar on the players who opted for the AWPs, but perhaps they can get it done. Taco, he's being sought after by Mr. Wardell.
Wow, double nudist beach. Fallen and Taco with no Kevlar. Fur with a smoke, and that's it. Taco knows not to go beyond this angle, but will he continue to wait? Will he wonder? Oh, he's getting greedy. Patience paying off for GG.
Yeah. Taco has been de-threaded. He's fallen apart. Now it is a slow creep here from Ghost Gaming as they decide what they're up to. I mean, oh, What's this? This is not panning, as we learned earlier. But that is some kind of fancy camera movement. Dolly, something like that.
It's not a dolly then.
Is it not?
A dolly goes sideways.
Well, it goes up and down.
You could use the ladder though as a dolly track.
Yeah, but not that. That's well. Okay. Okay, moving on from this. I don't feel comfortable with this. Oh well. Okay, there we go. Thank you, producer Andrew. Well, now that we've been gifted the insights of production and media and all this kind of jazz, we'll see that Ghost Gaming have decided to actually enact upon their advantage of numbers, and they will charge into this A site out of the pop. They're playing it really slowly here, almost going down before being able to plant, but Connor will take cold 0 out as he's unable to do his job, unfortunately, for SK Gaming. And now it's just a save situation. It's a slow start here for the Brazilians.
See what they can save. That was a very slow round. A very slow round indeed. Fallen looks good to save the AWP, and might save the other one. He should be obscured from Wardell, who appears to be flanking him on the high ground. Fallen got to be careful. Nice, but Fur made it expensive for the T's in the end. And that's good because their money was building up towards that 10k mark. So 4 guys will have to spend $4,500 to $5,000 to rebuy. So that'll keep them honest for the time being. And we will see what these CTs can do with this 1 AWP. Fallen has a reasonable spawn. It looks like he'll take it towards the B bomb site. May have support from a player. Or maybe not. He's on his own. He's all in.
He is alone. Indeed. Although, no, actually, he's not alone, actually. He's got, I think it's Taco there with him. Yeah, Taco. The 5.7. It's a reliable gun. It's a good gun. It's a fantastic weapon in the game of Counter-Strike. Fallen's going for it, man. He is indeed shoving all his chips over the line. Shoving all in.
He must know someone has to be here, though. But he's going to get the kill regardless. I think it's very unlikely that there's nobody there whatsoever, and there's problems now for Ghost Gaming. Fur has a lovely blind spot as these players move in. That's a great shot, and Phelps will follow up as well.
Oh, man. This is just such a disaster, isn't it? They allow the CTs to take the initiative because they were playing so slowly, and this generally tends to be an issue for teams who don't know what to do in the anti-eco. They just wait. You know,
Fallen should not get that first kill.
No. That's
absurd. The guy has positioned himself specifically, and Fallen has to move into the angle with an AWP. And he's still, like, he should not get that kill.
They're still looking for it. But again, I mean...
They did 27 and 1.
I mean, this is a situation where you could say, okay, well, you know, Fallen, he got a really good shot off. You know, he shouldn't... let's say 9 out of 10 times... they'll get the kill on Fallen, and that's going to open up the round, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time as well, I generally don't like the approach of just waiting on like that for that long on the T side when you're playing the anti-eco, anti-force buy. Because the CTs make some plays. Anyway, criticism aside, Taco pushed to the defense there with an AWP of his own, able to do some damage. Can't quite get it done, though. Will be falling eventually. This is a good round so far from Ghost Gaming. Fast pace, working out for them.
Yeah, Cold Zero has to do a lot for his side, and Dallas gives him an opportunity. There are still 3 players here for Ghost. This is a force buy from them. There goes another one. There's a smoke for the CT side. There's a Molotov for the T side. Fallen picks up the smoke, but he needs to push this. The Molotov will surely come down soon. There's one player close to the bomb as well, and he may just back off it. That one. He went escape with the AWP. So Ghost Gaming 4 straight back, and they reset SK. That is a huge round for Ghost Gaming because that puts them in a spot where they could really take a big lead in this first half. And against a team the likes of SK, definitely want that if you can get it.
SK are forcing up. They decided, you know what, let's get it in.
Good force.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just say this is not really a force buy, but I think they could have opted to save so they could have AWPs and so on. But I suppose, yeah, they're going to make it work with the M4s, or try to at least. And they absolutely should too. When you're against an opponent that you think are much significantly weaker than you, I think you're more inclined you're going to have more success on buys like this, because more edges will be offered up for you to take in every round than if you were playing in Astralis, for example. So Wardell looking for a pick. Again, the hyper slow the hyper slow play from them has certainly been troublesome in the past. And they're still sort of relying, they're positioned, but they're just sort of waiting on Wardell here, it seems.
Playing for picks.
Indeed.
But SK are smart enough not to put themselves in angles where those picks can be found. So it seems it will be a smoke execute into the A site. I wonder what SK will do about this. The positioning is not great for the rotation. Ferrer's on the he's not near connector. That said, there are 3 people around the A site. The smoke starts to rain in. Really curious as to what coldzera will do in this situation. Keeping an eye on Ivy for the time being. Fallen doesn't get a kill. Position has been exposed, and down he goes. Top's picked off as well, and this might already be a safe situation for SK, however. Cannot really get out from where he is. Taco gets a kill, but he's insta-traded. And Ghost playing it slow, planting the bomb, but we're down to a 2 versus 2. It's still winnable for SK.
It is, but it's going to be tough. coldzera coming in from Ali. And the position is covered. And this is going to be a tough 1v1 for him. And nice peek coming in from Riggs. That will be that. So Ghost Gaming, 6-1. SK can't find their footing. And they've got to be cautious, you know. There's a lot of teams that have just taken advantage of SK's weakness lately. Heroic being one of them in C-League, able to win a best of 3 against them on LAN.
Ghost almost, I think score-wise, if I remember correctly, there was a game on Cobblestone versus SK where you started to wonder, but ultimately they couldn't take it over the line. But
it went to overtime.
But this is a really significant lead at the moment, and it would be quite a surprise for Ghost to take a map off of SK.
That was actually the first map of their series against SK, I think. In ECS, their first one last season, and it started out, it looked really promising, and then from then onwards, I think they didn't win a single game, a single map against anyone.
No.
And it started out so promising.
They did.
Oh, they eventually got one.
Throw some advantages away in some maps. Good one more, but there we go. They're looking good so far. 7-1 now. And SK, they can buy, but it's not the buy they want. But maybe it's the buy that worked for them. Not the buy they want. They have no snipers to answer Wardell. He's on 10 kills. He's leading the charge at present. And he has, well, he has a... I don't know what spawn's like, but whatever.
Wardell's a really interesting player because it's hard to say which way he'll go, you know, which way his career will go. Because we can see that he has an immense amount of talent, like natural talent. He can make these really fast shots. He's just got a really high individual skill ceiling mechanically, but there is a lot more when it comes to becoming a superstar level player. There's so much more that you have to be good at, and you have to have an affinity for. You can't just be that one thing. And so I'm really curious to see if he will, you know, develop all of these extra traits to become a very well-rounded
decision making, which partly comes with experience, but it's good to have a team around you where you can discuss things and come to those right decisions, which is something SK have a good feedback loop with each other in that sense.
Yeah, mentality and nerve.
1 minute. Ghost need more map control than they have at the moment. This is NRG-esque, where it's going to make a play, basically. It's going to wait until a certain time and make a play.
Yeah. They're not really sort of... This is the problem as well, because SK, they didn't have the best economy ever. They don't have the most grenades. And Ghost Gaming are not really forcing them to expend that utility by applying pressure. And as such, it allows SK to have more of a chance to hold whatever's to come. It looks like they're going to throw the grenades in for the A take, but they may just go into B and D. They're going to just go for the fake here. Taco's looking for it, though. He will be able to get out of harm's way for the time being, but there's a lot of players oncoming, and his teammates are needed for support. He's still in here, though, doing some good damage. When I say good damage, just one frag. Perhaps would have wanted more, but that'll have to do.
Almost 2 frags, so I think we can say good damage. It's leaving Seb in the red. 4-on-4 retake. Fallen's on the high ground, spots some repositioning. That'll be hard for Connor to shoot while he's jumping. but Wardell will do the job. Fur, he's got to get to work now. Seb taken down, but the trades are very instant indeed. Cold Zero, 1 versus 3, no kit for him, and surely no chance. Maybe trying to escape, but he knows he might have to take this fight. And there may be a bait there. No, there wasn't. Well, there was a bait. I think Wardell was popping in, but Dallas is going to get the kill regardless. 8-1. And SK can finally get a goodbye in the next round. But for now, they're on pistols.
Pistols indeed. I hate to see it if you're SK. Wardell looking for the picks. Finally, he'll be rewarded one. All of his patience has paid off. Ooh, Fallen. Here he goes with the deagle. There's number 1. Looking to reposition here to get something else from this. There's number 2. Fallen. What else can you get from this deagle? Big value already. And maybe can stand to make more. It's Cold Zero by Team Main. Picked up another kill. Fallen will die, but he's done significant damage. And look what Cole's holding on to now. Oh, well. Not anymore.
Lack of armor helps the... well, I think it's lack of armor helps to clean up with the MAC-10. From slightly longer range, 9-1. Ghost could not ask for better than this. This is a great opportunity that they have in front of them. Is this recoverable? I think if SK get 4 or 5 rounds, then Ghost will have a lot of work to do. But easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's really hard to put your finger on what's going on for SK really. At the moment. Ghost Gaming, though, looks like they want to go for some alley pressure here. Let's see how well this works out. We have a setup from SK, obviously Cold playing around with the smoke here. Let's see if this smoke trick will work out for him. This is a pretty disgusting one. It's going to go away now, though. And back he goes. And they are putting much more emphasis on the B defense at the moment, RSK, and also just trying to interrupt any really fast plays, should there be super fast plays, into the A site. And having the forward positions in the yard also allows them, if they do go to B, for SK to flank very quickly. So, ooh, that's very close for Phelps. So you can see why the positioning is as it is for SK.
Because of that smoke now, Ghost can't really do a lot with the pop dog area, but getting a kill onto Cold will certainly help. 50 seconds. I don't know that SK know how many people are in Ivy. They have the bomb as well. And are they actually going to rotate the bomb at the 40-second mark? They are going so slowly. SK will just have to guess as to what is going on. They have fallen around the main position. Connor's offering the fake towards the B bomb site. He will pull rotation, so this fake is working out for Ghost.
Oh, I guess a kill too. Doesn't get a bite at Phelps, who is on 6 HP though, and it's Fallen who's trying to do some work here from teammate. He gets 1, but he goes down in the trade, and it's going to be down to Phelps now to try to stop this, the madness from reaching any critical levels. But I think it will, because the bomb will be planted here onto the A site, and it's just Fur left. Do they have a good read on his position? I'm not sure that they do, but that shouldn't matter. They should be very safe here amongst these trains to cover themselves. Oh, it's all about timing. Oh, I think he switched to the knife or something. Or maybe a grenade, but really in for a chance here. Down to 10 HP. Wardell on 27 now. So close to there. Further, he needs to get onto the defuse pretty soon here. That bomb is starting to tick very quickly. There goes the smoke and the pressure. Wardell might think he has to push this. Indeed, he goes for the push, and there it is, the spray around the corner. And there is just enough time here for Fur.
Oh boy, Fur. Really nice stuff. I didn't think he had it. I thought it was too late, but I was wrong.
Look at their money though, James.
Yeah, Dallas, he was reloading his gun, so he gave his position away. And then I think he tried to just smash Q to draw any weapon that might be ready to fire. But at that point, probably might as well let the reload finish and just pray. Just pray that you have an opportunity to pull the trigger, but no, he was denied. Only the second round for SK, 2-9 of Ghost Gaming. Full grenades for Ghost. Full everything. They've had much success. If they can win this round, surely we're looking at like a 30.
Oh my god.
AK no less.
How does he kill him with an AK? That's so sick. I was about to say, I mean, SK, should they lose this round, they reset, and it's just there's this opportunity for Ghost to get this like massive score. I don't even want to say this like a kind of a scoreline that they could potentially get, just because
13-2.
I don't understand what's happening. Don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, Ghosts are playing their game plan well. You can see that they have... We can see their game plan. The only thing I really have gripes with so far is their anti-eco approach. But beyond that, they're making their game plan work. And SK are just not able to really bring their plays into fruition. Again, we get 3 around Ali with the bomb. Previously, we had Cold alone there defending, got shot down through the smoke. This time, there's no one there even. Fallen is already dead.
Ghost really running that clock down, and it's working in the sense that SK have a flashback, and that is it. 25-second mark. Will Ghost offer the fake again? Seb going down means they are very limited in where they can plant the bomb now. They need someone to come in from that main area and run across, but frags certainly help as well. Last 2 players in the B bomb site. Wardell on the high ground in case anybody comes into connector, and there are Molotovs as well. Ghost playing the late game and having a lot of success versus SK.
Yeah, I think like one thing that I would like to see from SK, because if you think about some of these situations where they've had issues, you know, has been from some of the aggression or trying to get, you know, very fancy on some of the setups. Like, you know, this round we saw Fallen going for the alley push, which is really good. But I think one thing to sometimes think about against teams, again, where you feel like we are the better team, is you don't need to do anything except just play really good fundamentals. You don't have to take any risks. You just try to exploit them when they make mistakes. And I would have liked to have seen that approach straight away from SK, but they've been playing, you know, fairly loose in certain spots. And this very slow pace from Ghost has actually played well against that overall. I mean, you highlighted that one moment where Fallen got this pick going into the B halls, but that I think you're right. You know, that very often he's dying there. So how is this a thing, James? They've got SK Gaming 2 rounds on the CT side of the train. I just don't understand. Brain does not compute, and looks like they're about to lose another round here because that is a really fast entry to the B side. Such a complete switch of the pace from hyper slow to hyper aggressive, and that's Ghost Gaming now on the B bomb site, and the save from SK. I think they're just going to hold outside. Well, they're going to just get the hell out of dodge.
Cold's going to hold that L to his face, but the rest of them will try and do a runner. I mean, what if Ghost end up winning this with a dominating scoreline, like a 16-2 or something? That is going to cause carnage on the internet.
Yeah. We're not quite there just yet, though. But again, it's, you know, for me, normally I would have felt like SK's salvation is always on the CT side. You know, whenever they have those bad T sides, like, you know, they always seem to make it work on the CT side. But I mean, this is not SK of old. You know, it's definitely an SK that's struggling lately. And Ghost Gaming well positioned to take advantage. And they again, I've really loved the decision to go for a massive switch of pace, go really fast. They completely caught SK off guard towards B, and it gave them the round win, that decision. So
they have not had a lot of proper buys, SK. I think they've had like 3 in 14 rounds. So that has compounded the problems that we've seen by not winning any of them. Yeah, obviously. I remember when Fox tried to hold from there with an AWP. That was interesting. By interesting, I mean entirely, utterly suicidal.
I think he made it work, though.
No.
No?
Nope.
I felt like he did some stuff there.
Maybe he killed somebody once. But it was a high variance, bristle position, if you ask me. Oh,
yeah, for sure. To his credit, though, you would not expect an AWP there, but that is not a justification.
Need more than that.
Maybe that was the justification. They'll never see it coming. And I died after 1 kill. So Fallen taking some position here. I mean, this is, you know, the kind of stuff that you have to do, but I fear for them in this round it's too little too late. They have 2 players on B, though, but it is going to be difficult against the AKs and the grenade, the utilities. That's utility that is possessed by Ghost Gaming as they, you know, want to make their way in here. They're actually backing away, which is quite interesting. And it could be by nature of Rix's push here on Ali, so we'll see
Yeah, he's cut the site in half. So if they take the other side of it, they should be able to plant the bomb. And Molotov hitting Fallen. No luck for the Brazilians in this round, it seems.
That's a pretty good read that Fallen would be in that position on team main. And they don't even lose a single player. James, this is looking like it could be 13-2.
I called it.
This, I didn't want to say anything just because it's like, it's just, it would be quite cool to see, obviously, but at the same time, I just don't believe that this can be real. This is just so bizarre. SK struggling massively, another terrible buy for them. Do you reckon they're mentally checked out of train already, or what? You know, what is the situation?
No, not yet. But again, I think if they had 4 or 5 rounds, they'd be like, we can entirely still win this. But 2 rounds, if they win the pistol, they should get to 5 rounds, and then you have a chance. So with a second pistol round to come, you should never mentally check out. You lose the pistol, then perhaps it's inevitable that you will be somewhat distant, shall we say. But with the pistol to come, the road may be long, arid, and arduous, but there is a road.
Okay, well, Ghost Gaming back to that super slow pace. They haven't put any presence towards Ali though, so SK, they have a good setup to defend. They're not committed too close to the choke points so that they can play for delay, and that's really the big battle for the CTs. You want to try to delay the T's approach all the way towards the connector and CT spawn once they take the bomb site. And if you do that, you allow your teammates to come in to reinforce the retake. And that's a good way to start things off here from Taco. He will send Seb's head rolling down the train yard as he looks for follow-up shots, of which he will not be able to connect. And this is looking pretty doable here for Ghost, especially after that one. Good shot from Ordell. Just cold. Now he's dead as well.
Well, that was a depressing half.
I know, I don't even know what to say about it.
It wasn't very competitive in terms of rounds, and the rounds are very slow. Late executes in some fakes from Ghost, which worked very well for them, but it's not what people tuned in to see, I don't think. SK with 2 rounds on the T side. Well, I mean, here is the pistol. Maybe they could have the same. There are many maps where we see immense dominance from both sides, and it's funny because whoever racks up the score in the first half will always get criticized if they don't win, even if both teams basically perform the same on one half of the map, which I think is somewhat unfair, but there we go. The performance was close to equal. SK must win this pistol round. Ghost with 2 players around the IV position. Simple jump past. Trying to avoid getting headshots is Taco. Well, look at that. That's a great start.
Yep, but it's not over just yet. That is good, though, from Taco. Might be over very soon. This is actually sort of a mirror of what we saw Ghost do to SK on the first pistol. Actually, the round sort of played out the same. So, SK, they have a pistol with victory. This would be so painful if Ghost Gaming don't actually win this game, James. This would actually be so painful. Could you imagine it? SK come back and then win 16-13.
Well, I mean, I just had an entire, you know, just.
Yeah, I know you're talking about it. It's just like
it's painful if you're Ghost because you're like, oh, we're so close. Whoa, what else? Must be okay, never mind.
Wow, that is so strong, isn't it? There's not much you can do. Oh my god, that has just come apart from SK completely.
That's like, you know, you go to some gathering of people and you're like, I'm here today to talk about, and someone says, shut your damn mouth. Violence.
Oh my god. Cole's looking to find a way though. There is 2 players with no helmets, but it's not really going to happen. Unfortunately for SK, oh my days, James. They've actually just reset SK. SK did get the bomb down thanks to Cole right at the end there, so that will be something to bolster their money, but they've been well and truly reset here. This was not a round that Ghost were supposed to win, that they perhaps should have won, but they have. They're 14-3.
They thought that they tasted success, but there was much bitterness in the aftertaste. Much bitterness indeed. Someone is going to tweet something they will delete afterwards. If it ends up being like a 16-3, someone going to be tweeting. Get your Twitter accounts ready. Keep your
hashtag ECS4.
Yep.
Yes. Right. So a force buy from SK. Just do what they can with what they have. I don't know what's going on in this train game, but Ghost are so close to winning it. One player down thanks to Dallas. And now it's a 5v4. Taco in a good position by Ebox, looking to sort of get his aim deathmatch on here. But the taps from Dallas, from Ali, are magnificent. Down to 1 HP is Dallas, but he's done his job further to respond with a double of his own. Although he is not long for this world. Can Fallen stop the madness?
With this Deagle and no Kevlar. What a difficult map for SK. I would love to just watch the rest of this round in silence, but I don't think it'll last very long because Dallas has a superior angle. Who even is Dallas?
I remember, but he's got a quad kill.
We haven't seen this person before.
Who is this
for
person?
Ghost. We've seen many people.
We've seen many
people, but we have not seen a man like Dallas.
Where do they come from? Is this like a Ghost player factory just pumping out the players?
Don't know. I wonder if they did get that team house in the end. What? Oh, Dallas used to play for Ronin. For Team Hiko. Well then, match point. Fifth. Are we going to see a 16-3 versus Ghost? I think it's harsh because of how terrible their performance was in the previous season. You're like, oh my god, what is this? Especially this scoreline. But who knows what they will offer us as this season progresses. And make sure you ring that bell when you subscribe, so you get the alerts when we go live. RSK alive. They are for now, but maybe they will be gone soon. Maybe they will be dried out like some beef jerky. Lemmings.
I've never seen them more not alive, James. I've never seen SK more dead than this is crazy. This train for the love of all things good in this world, James. 6